Okay, guys, sorry about that. We lost our Starlink connection, so we're back. Managed to get it back. So we're Lumberjacks and BOP Blast. So it looks like both teams are out 5 alive. If you can check that just to make sure we are streaming, that'll be good. But good. So Blast into the snake. Looks like both teams are still 5 alive. However, ref's going into check. So yeah, sorry about the internet, guys. Our Starlink satellite dish blew off the top of the building, so I had to fix it. But we should be back again now, and the wind does seem to be dying down, which is a great. So that last match we had the ballistics unit match. Sorry, we're still playing the ballistics unit. So ballistics unit at the moment are totally in charge of the PBHQ game, and which we unfortunately couldn't stream. We're watching another. Is it a blast guy? Yeah, another blast guy. So they've got 3 alive, and the ref's running into check. So looks like it's a 3-on-3. Yeah, so it's a 3-on-3 game at the moment, and they're all pinched in that pocket on both sides. So there's no one really out wide, and I just made a liar on me. The wind is back. So Lumberjack guy made a run through there. I don't know if he eliminated any players, but he did actually get out himself. So I'm not sure if he did any damage on the other side. Oh, he did. There's a couple of blast guys going, and a snake guy. I think the Lumberjacks have actually cleaned this point up, which means this will be on up. So Blast actually concede. So they go 4-1 up. What are we up to? Is that muted?
30 seconds.
PBHQ rollout.
So this is PBHQ is watching at the moment. They'll be a bit disappointed. They were 2-0 up against a team that was probably a favourite to win against them. And then they've let them grab it all back. So both teams, actually Ballistics unit losing 1 player off the Dorito side. So, or was that PBHQ? Yeah, sorry, that was PBHQ losing a player. So it's now 5-4 in favour of Ballistics unit. So realistically, it's all in the. Was that a player leaving? Was that a player leaving from? I think Ballistics unit. Oh, and someone else's. So another PBHQ player leaving the field. Ballistics unit do leave 1, and did you see that? So yeah, I'm not going to go there. Another ballistics unit leaving. So it must be 3-on-2, is it? Or 3-on-3. So yeah, so I'm not. 2-on-2. Well, there should have been a major. There should have been a major penalty on Ballistics unit just a few minutes ago. However, it wasn't picked up. But then again, I was in a position to catch it on the webcast. They should have actually lost 3 players. So
Stream's down there.
no, it's not.
It just came back on it. Oh.
We lost the Starlink.
Did you start it again?
match, so Blast will not be happy here. They have a lot of work to do now. They're in a mercy rule situation against the Lumberjacks. They've got plenty of, well, not really plenty of time because they actually need 3 points. They do take one now, or was that one? So was the Lumberjack on the snake or a Blast running through? It was. So I think it was a Blast player running through. One of the Lumberjack guys has guns down here, which is unfortunate because it's not actually his gun, so they're using equipment that was lent to them because their baggage got held up by Border Force for no reason at all apparently in Melbourne, and isn't due to turn up until tonight. And then they've got to drive down to Wellington, so like a 4.5 hour round trip to actually get that after today's paintball. So hasn't been a really good experience for them. However, they've made the most of it. They're doing really well. They're 4-1 against a team here that just drew with the Titans. So, you know, and that's all in their ballpark. It's only a minute 54 left. So they apparently need 4 points to win the match in less than 2 minutes. So very unlikely that it's going to happen. However, 2 minutes or a minute and 3/4 is still plenty of time to actually tie the game up, but they lose another player. So they lose a player from the snake. However, the Lumberjacks lose a player as well, and well, Blast lose another one. So, but Blast are actually on the Lumberjack side of the field. So, I mean, these two guys are pretty much crossed up. So, if that Blast player does try and do a run through, there's a chance he may get one, but he probably won't get the other one. And he didn't actually even get one. He got picked. Oh, he did get one, but the other player, the back centre, picked him up. So at the moment, we've got another Blast player coming through the field. He's going to run through, and he actually gets. Oh no, so that's a mutual. I think that's actually going to be a no point. So
yeah, that was the last one going on.
I'm waiting for the refs to call it.
Ian's doing this.
Huh?
Ian's doing that to the other refs.
Game stopped. No points.
What side were they on?
Lumberjacks was this way.
Okay, so Lumberjacks, I need to make sure the sides are switched because they should start on the same side.
Yep.
They start on the same side. So Lumberjacks were away.
That way.
Alright, so they need to be on here on my screen, otherwise I have to switch the sides. So, okay, so that was a no point. We're back to the game with Ballistics unit. There's a minute left. There's still time for PBHQ, but they really need to pull their finger out now. So it's I'm confused. The Ballistics unit definitely have the advantage in this match. So it's extremely hard for us up here in the commentary box at the moment. The sun is right in our eyes. We can't virtually see anything happening on the field, so we're relying on looking at screens to tell you what's going on. So Ballistics unit losing one player off the snake side. And then we've got Liam Kyle coming out to the corner to fill, but then they lose another player. So then
That was a Blast one.
sorry?
That guy, that was a Blast guy.
PBHQ.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we have 3 alive for Ballistics unit. A lot of screaming going on out there. To be honest, I can't really see what's happening. So that's it.
Game stopped.
So
No points. Game finished.
alright, so that finishes that. So this one's got a minute 59 left. And I have to switch the sides because it was a no point. Switch. What's happening? Why isn't it switching? Why isn't it switching?
30 seconds.
The switches side should have switched.
Twenty seconds.
So we're a Lumberjacks, so there.
Yeah, they're on the right side.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
But there's only
Lumberjacks on the
20.
right side.
There's only 24 seconds left anyway. It should have switched sides and it didn't.
Game on.
So Blast making it. So because it was a null point, the last point, they start from the same end that they started last time. So at the moment, both teams are 5 alive, but Blast lose 2 very quickly. So we're down to 4 seconds. So game time's going to be over. Lumberjacks are going to win that.
Game stopped. No points. Game finished.
Okay, new game.
Come on, Cam.
It's Titans and Ripples, Surge and Sharks.
I need to pull it.
Okay, you go.
Shit. See, Cam's will be right.
Yeah. Yep.
Hello?
Hey, the Titans are up now. But
Yes.
can you get someone just to go over to their home pit, which is the one on your left, and let them know that they actually have a back-to-back. They're actually the next match as well.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and I'm not sure if they're aware of it.
Oh, okay. We don't know if the... Okay, thanks. I'll let them know.
Yeah, they need to know.
Thanks.
We'll give them a little bit extra
Okay.
time to, yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Right, how many do you want? Okay.
How do we get another?
Some more of those?
Yeah.
Yep. Have you got a minute? Have you got a minute? Because I'm
Yeah,
just going to
yeah.
go over. Yeah, just...
All right, we just had a bit of a timeout with the refs.
30 seconds.
All right, so we have the Titans against KC Ripple. We're currently looking at
20 seconds.
KC Ripple. Yeah, we're looking at the KC Ripple. So,
10
playing for
seconds.
the Titans, against the Titans.
Game on.
Alright, so the Titans take a big break into the Snake and across into the Doritos. The KC Ripple too, they're right up to the centre, so both teams are 5 alive at this point. So we have the KC Ripple guy in the 50 Snake, and they're making a run up the centre there. So they've actually doubled the. So KC Ripple, they mutual, but there's still one player alive for the so the Titans. So yeah, that was Aidan Donnelly, went through and didn't realise there was 2 in that big bunker, but he did take one out as well as himself. So I'm unsure. So we have 4 alive for the Titans. So 2 down the snake there. So Hunter Hopkins has actually moved from the Doritos into the centre. So he looks like he's gonna go and run. I think he's gonna actually so he's calling the snake. It'll be interesting. Yeah, so they've kind of locked it up a bit. But they do lose another Titans actually lose another player. So I think it's now 4-on-3 in favour of the KC Ripple guys. So yes, so it seems to be a bit of a stalemate. No one's really doing anything at the moment. So I think there's snake player. So that's Thomas Hopkins. We can see there, is it? The snake. So they have the advantage. So yeah. So the plan. They're aware that the KC Ripple guy's in the China. So Thomas Hopkins is just not normally. He's not normally this conservative, but he's obviously locked in. He's got paint. So they lose a China player, so that's opening up. So now 3-on-3. So what is it, 3-on-2?
No, I think it's a 2-on-2. Got Hunter and his brother.
So Hunter and Thomas Hopkins, 2 alive on the centre of your screen and to the left. And there's a snake player for the KC Ripple. Oh, and Hunter Hopkins takes one to the head.
No,
sorry.
No.
That's a Ripple guy, is it?
Yeah.
So, sorry, the Ripple guy takes one to the head. And Thomas is coming down the highway now, down the Snake. So he's moved to there. So So a bit of a snake battle going on here. So I think there's only one. So Hunter Hopkins has moved across on the Dorito to try and get a flank on the player. So I think it's a 2-on-1 ball game. So they're aware that he's. Yes, 2-on-1. Oh, but he takes that, so it's now actually a 1-on-1. So we have Hunter Hopkins on the sort of, you can't really see him there, but he's right in the centre of the field. So 1-on-1, which is, I think it's the first one we've actually had today. So we have Casey Ripple player here on the snake that you can see on the left hand side, and Hunter Hopkins on the right hand side. So these guys need to just compose themselves. I think they both know where each other are. So it's. Oh, here we go. So he's moved. This Casey Ripple guy's moved. So if Hunter hasn't picked that up, he could find himself in a bit of trouble. So it's getting a bit dark out there with the cameras now. So Hunter's backing up. Oh, Hunter's moving to the Doritos. So he'll be. Oh, the other KC Ripple's going to be a hit for the buzzer, and Hunter missed it. So KC Ripple, it was a race to the buzzer, and so as long as he's clean. So Casey Ripple take that first point. And it was a long point. It was 4.5 minutes.
30 seconds.
So we have Surge and the Sharks coming onto the field now. Oh.
20 seconds.
All right.
10 seconds. Game on. Days. What approved? 30 seconds.
Alright, sorry guys, I sort of went a bit quiet on you then. So we are back to the
20
Ripple
seconds.
and the Titans.
10 seconds. Game on.
So where are we at here? Sorry guys,
We're 4 on the Titans. Obviously got lost in Snake.
so examples just shot.
Yeah, on Snake. Oh, I think Hunter's just lost as well.
So
3 from Titans.
so
Doing good filling though, they're very good at filling.
So where are we at here? So okay, so at the moment we've got Casey Ripple have got 4 alive.
4, I think 4.
4 alive, and the Titans have 3 alive. So this is a big match for the Casey Ripple guys. They came second in the last event, but they did have a Titan playing for them, who's obviously not playing today, which is Ivan, who's playing for the Titans. So it's very interesting. They've really stepped it up. So they might be putting a spanner in the works for the Titans progression. So. So the Titans concede.
Point approved. 30 seconds.
So we're back to the Surge and the Sharks, guys. So the Titans actually conceded that last point. So
20 seconds.
yes. So the guys are running out to the field now. So we have the Sharks and Surge.
10 seconds.
So we're looking at the Surge breakout currently. Surge currently up by 1 point. Still plenty of time left in the game. You're starting to get a lot of shadows on the field now because it is getting darker. So they could start playing into the equation. So Surge actually had a real good breakout. Right up with 2 guys into the snake, 1 up into the centre, and then the 2 guys back here you can see on the screen. The PBHQ guys, a little bit more conservative, but they're all still alive. So it's a 5-on-5 ball game. So Surge making another move to the field. So they don't have anyone in the very back anymore, they've actually moved up. So I think the snake player is number 17. He's getting a bit ready to go, I think. So yeah, the Sharks dive into the snake, so they've now got a snake presence as well. Now there's a ref running in the check, but it's clean. So now the Sharks actually have 2 in the snake as well. So both teams have 2 players in the snakes. So we're currently looking at the Sharks. So, but they lose a player over on the Dorito side. So I think it's now 4-on-3. Oh no, 4. So they've lost their first player. So the Dorito guy, another player comes in and fills that spot. So they have 4 on. I think it's currently 4-on-4 still. Both players have the 2 in the snake. In fact, I think they're nearly mirrored. But no, the Sharks guy, they have one in the back centre. But they just lose one of their snake players, and it looks like the other. Oh, there's 2 players walking off there. I think the Surge have lost a player as well. So, and the wind's back. have got 3 alive. And, the Surge have 4. Oh no, he's still alive over on the rear side. So it's 4 on 3 advantage to Surge. And they kill the base, so it's now 4 on 2. So we'll probably expect to see a concession shortly from the Sharks guys. But we get a run through and still one alive in the snake. Oh, and so he went to hit the buzzer and got eliminated. However, someone eliminates the snake, so Surge still has a player alive. So once again, he's going to try and wind the clock down. And we've just had a big wind gust come through again. So he's just waiting for the Surge the Sharks to concede the point, which they don't seem to be in any hurry about doing. So just wait. I'm getting used to waiting at the moment. I'm trying to rush through the game, get through these games because it's getting dark really rapidly here, and we're actually only into round 4 still. Yes, so.
Oh, round 5. How many more rounds? 2?
So we get the concession.
Point approved. 30 seconds.
Interesting to see what happens here. The Titans, they got 3 minutes 30 seconds on the clock and they're down 2-0 to KC Ripple. So not what we expected, but hey, all kudos to KC Ripple. They've taken it to them and reaping the rewards. It'll be, I'd expect to see. So what have we got there? We've got Brandon Miller, Thomas Hopkins, Hiram Modleg, Ivan and Blake Christensen. So let's go. Let's see what they can do. They'll probably find, because they won't want to sit back, they'll want to go. So it will be interesting to see. The double stack was back centre. KC Ripple guys have got out 5 alive as well, and they've taken a fair chunk of ground too. So yeah, they've taken a fair chunk of ground. So once again, both teams seem pretty relaxed. It'll be obviously the first one to make a mistake. Titans are the team that needs to start attacking. I mean, they've got 3 minutes left, so it's plenty of time for them to win 2 points. But the KC Ripple guys are really settling in and they're looking quite comfortable in their buckets here. So still 5 on 5. Oh, in saying that, the commentator's curse. The Titans lose their power player, which I think was Blake Christensen. So it seems to be a bit of a stalemate at the moment, but the Ripple guys, they have a distinct advantage. They're a player up. They've got 2 points up as well. Saying that, one does walk off the field, so from the Dorito side. So now we have Ivan Christensen running through and getting taken out, and he didn't get the kill on the wall. So he sacrificed his body to take out the China, the middle player, and he actually missed. So is that Thomas Hopkins has gone? Out of the snake? Oh no, there's Thomas. Oh, they shoot Hiram. I think it's only Thomas left. They've only got 1 player left. And they're counting the clock. See, they're watching the clock.
They got 1 over.
So they've got 2. So they have 2. Oh, and are they getting a penalty? No. Let's see. So
60 seconds.
start.
Days.
Shit. Oops. Sorry.
What? I don't even know.
Is that clean?
You just threw a red on that KC Ripple guy.
Is it clean though? Are they still checking him?
Yep.
But he threw a red on the ripple.
Yep.
So that's clean.
Point approved.
Threw a red on the KC guy in the middle.
Okay, so they're probably going to have to start.
30 seconds.
They're going to start 2 players down for the next point then, because they didn't have anyone to pull. So KC Ripple will start 2 players down.
Sharks break out.
So we are back. It looked like in their last point, KC Ripple might have had a red flag thrown on them before the buzzer, which means there's a good chance they're going to start down 2 players in the next event, next point, which will definitely fall into the Titans' hands because they need that point and they've got less than 60 seconds to get it. So here we're back to Surge and the Sharks. It looks like they're still both 5 alive. Yeah, looks like it's still 5 alive for both teams. I think everyone's getting rather tired, so they're just sort of sitting back and just rolling the guns. Then even now they're not really rolling the guns either. So the Sharks lose a player on the Reavers side. So it's 5-4 now in favour of Surge. They're starting to make some moves out there wide and up to this thing. They've now got 2 in that centre thing, and they shoot out, but they do lose one. And another one's going through, and here he comes. So, well, he takes out 1. Does he stay alive? So right in the centre there's actually a player on each side of that middle bunker. So there's one that you can see on the left hand side of the screen, and there's actually a player right in front of him. But that player does shoot out this corner, so there's only 2 left and 1 left. So there's that a shadow, so maybe there isn't one. No, I think that's it. I think the Surge have actually taken the point.
Concede. Point approved. 30 seconds.
Ripple is starting with 3 players. Yeah, so KC Ripple will be starting with 3 players due to that red flag that they got. So we've got 50 seconds left.
30 seconds.
The Titans need to win this. And KC Ripple are only going to start with 2 because the 3rd player didn't make it to the start gate. So it's 5-on-2 advantage to the Titans. So they really need to take advantage of this right now. But they are losing players. So there's 42 seconds left. So here they go. They're aware of the count. So they're going to score this and tie this match up with 30 seconds to go. So that penalty was very expensive for KC Ripple. Are we good?
Yep.
Point approved. 1 minute.
All right. Okay,
Surge breakout. Oh.
Yeah, so Surge, where are we? Surge are 3 now, minute 40. It's still mathematically possible, but the Sharks are definitely going to need to get on. Alright guys,
Surge
we
breakout.
now have Surge against Sharks, so we're watching Surge's breakout.
10 seconds.
Minute 40, I would say they'll probably play pretty conservative at this point. But I could be wrong, because I usually am.
Game on.
So I was wrong. So they go straight up to 50, straight into this big snake. So it looks like it's 5 alive for both teams. Oh no, Surge loses a player in the back here. And it looks like the Dorito player for the Sharks. So it's 4 on 4. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. The Surge really don't have to do anything. And I'm watching players running off the field on the other side. Oh no, that's a ref running through. To check a Sharks player who's clear. So, but they do lose the snake player. Now we're in under a minute. So, yeah, Surge starting to move up the field here. Yeah, so they're coming up. If you go to, they're moving up the centre now. So he's run through, and it looks like he's clearing them out. Oh, there's still one in the back centre. So, he stays alive. So he does take out the Surge player, but I think it's too little, too late. So that's it. So I think she's all over Red Rover. Is there any players alive? So, oh yeah, there's a Surge player there. I'm presuming he'll just run the clock down because he's got 18 seconds to go. However, I would have thought he would buzz it. In the last event, he actually came back down to countbacks and they got knocked out of the finals with countbacks, so for points. So he should buzz it.
Days.
1 sec.
Yeah.
Clean.
Point approved. Game finished. 1 minute.
So this is a 28-second point. We're tied. Is someone going to go for it or not? Whoever does, they do risk getting a major, and if they get a major, they actually automatically reverse the point. So this will be interesting. Will the Titans, because they actually have already had one draw today, which they weren't happy about. So Casey Ripple, will they be happy with the draw or will they go for it? So we're down to 30 seconds, 24. This will be really interesting. So we're currently watching the Expendables breakout. 28 seconds, they can actually do this. Can Casey Ripple? Or will they even attempt to? It's the Titans definitely have the experience. So let's see. And we're on. So Titans have gone hard.
One KC already out on
So
snake.
one KC's gone. The KC guys. So the Titans are moving up the field. There's a ref following them though. Got a yellow.
Oh, that's penalty.
So that's a yellow. That's not a major. So can they do it? No. So it's going to be a tight game.
Game 1 finished.
Very close.
Game stopped.
Very close.
Days. No points. No points. Game finished.
Damn, that
That
was
is
rough. Turn the tuba. Okay. All right. So we now have Ballistics unit and the Reavers.
Breakout on them.
So
20 seconds.
this is a Reavers breakout.
See if they can.
10 seconds. Game on.
Alright, so Reavers with a pretty strong breakout there. They do lose their snake player, however. So Ballistic here, 5 alive. So they're playing rather conservative as well. I would have expected their snake player to be moving up the snake, but now here he goes. So 5 alive for the Ballistic unit boys and 4 for the Reavers. So yes. The Reavers have 2 right in the very centre, so they actually have no one on the Dorito and they just lose the player from the tower. And one of the players from, so it's now 5 on 2 in favour.
Ballistic unit.
So Ballistics lost 1, so it's now 4 on 2 in favour of Ballistics unit. And they have players moving up the snake and up the centre, so there's a bit of a battle going on here on the snake. Be interesting, like if the Reavers could take, the Reavers do, so it's down to 1, so it's 4 on 1. They should concede here just to say, but they lose the player anyway, so I'll probably wait for a concession. I can't see Ballistics unit, so in too much of a hurry to buzz it. Yeah, so they're going to sit there and wait for the concession. It's pretty dangerous picking up those pods because if they've got hits on him, technically he's eliminated. That player. So yeah, it's if any of those pods have actually got a hit, is actually an elimination. So we've had a discussion with the refs, and we're going to do this set. And then we're going to do another set after that, and then we'll call it for tonight because it's starting to get dark.
30 seconds.
So here we have the Expendables and the Titans. So the Expendables is actually the feeder team for the Titans.
20 seconds.
So this will be a bit of a ding-dong match. And to be honest, in the past, the Expendables have actually got a better record against the Titans. So here we go. So we were looking at the Expendables breakout. Yep. So both teams get out 5 alive. The Expendables lose a player on the snake side. On the Dorito side, sorry. So the Titans are actually doubled up in this back centre. So they haven't gone hard, which is interesting. And they lose the player from the back centre. So it's now 44, 4 on 4. Now Thomas Hopkins is moving into the snake for the Titans, is it? Yeah, for the Titans. So he's moved into the snake. So he's right up into that big bunker in the centre of the snake. I'm not sure where the Expendables are. Are they in the snake at all? No, so they don't have a... Oh, they do now. So Ralph's moving. I think it's Ralph's team moving. So yeah, so that's... Who's that? That's number 20... Okay, so both teams are in the snake. the Expendables are still in the back centre, and in this first Dorito. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So they have 4 alive, and I'm pretty sure. So the Titans are 4 alive, and the Expendables are 4 alive as well. So it could come down to who wins this snake battle here. Yeah. So the Expendables player Blake Christensen's calling that he's an island, so he's going to just play to stay alive on his side by himself. So we see movement up to the centre there from the Expendables. So they've moved up to the big centre bunker. Wow, it's getting so. Yeah, at the moment it's kind of a bit of a stalemate, so we need something to break free. If it happens on the snake side, then that's it. So the Expendables do have to watch, because if they shoot out Ralph, that leaves it open, because their centre player was watching. Now he's watching the snake side, but he was actually watching the Dorito. So if they could have taken Ralph, but once again he's back this way. So, and he missed that because he moved over to the snake. He allowed Blake Christensen to move up the field. Oh no, but he was hit. So Ivan Christensen's moved out to the back Dorito. So, but they're concentrating on that. So it's 4-on-3 advantage to the Expendables at the moment. So, and the wind is back. So if Tom can get around that snake, which will probably be hard because you've got Ralph's thing there. However, Ralph is looking in and out, so Tom could take advantage of that if he picks the right moment. If he could get into between those two big bunkers, he could effectively take out the centre player and open the whole field up for his team. Because we're losing time too. There's been nearly almost 4 minutes, just 1 point. But that shows how evenly these teams are. They are, because they're always fighting for positions. Because they train here, and they all travel overseas. So I've got a ref running in to the centre, and he's going to call the player clear, I think. And the player's clear. So I'd expect to see something from Ivan on the Dorito side for the Titans, because he's in the back corner there. So we just lost Hiram. So all of a sudden it is 4-on-2.
No, 3-on-2.
3-on-2. So Tom needs to get up that snake, which is easier said than done, obviously, because with Ralph posted up there. So, and the guy in the centre's got no paint. So they still think Blake's alive in the Dorito 1 as well. So they think there's 2 players for the Titans.
It's just one. I don't know if they know Tom's there. Maybe.
Tom needs to make a move.
Yeah, Ralph's going to make a fire.
So he's got to watch for the tall tower there as well. There's a tall tower posted on him, and Ralph on the side of the snake. So realistically, it would be either time to concede or just go for it. So yeah, and now the wind's going to play. So I'd expect to see Ivan come down this Dorito side, to be honest, because the guys, the whole team has got tunnel vision at the moment for. So the whole team has tunnel vision and is looking snake way for Expendables.
Yeah.
So if Ivan could come down that Dorito side, I don't think there's anyone there looking at him. So I think they've forgotten he's there. And here he comes. Oh, but he gets taken out, so it leaves Tom by himself. Well, that was a tough death there for Ivan.
30 seconds. 20 seconds.
Alright, so we have the Reavers and Ballistics unit again. It looks like they both got out 5 alive.
Just.
So Reavers, they've got 2 up to the big centre structure and another one following behind. So they're actually kind of caught in a bit of a pocket here. They don't have anyone in the snake? I'm not sure. Oh yes, so they've got a snake player, but they have nothing out on this Dorito side at all. 2 guys in the centre and 2 guys pretty much directly behind them and 1 in the snake. So where are the guys? Okay, ballistic unit. So they don't have anyone in the snake either. So actually, have they got 5 or are they down to 4? So where's the right? So they've got 5 alive.
Not very spread out though.
And once again, they're in the pocket as well, and they lose one of their players. So it is now 5 on 4 in advantage the Reavers. So ref running in there checking. Reaver player, but he's clean. So did the Reavers have a player in the snake?
Reavers got a play in the snake. Ballistics just put 1 in.
So they lose a player in the centre, but the Reavers lose a player in the centre.
Yeah.
However, they still seem to have 4 alive. I thought they'd lost one earlier, but obviously not. So they're still 4 alive. They've got a snake player, centre player. Once again, so they just lose another player. So it's now 3.
Reavers just
3 Reavers.
lost a player during this side.
Yeah, so they lost. So they're down to 3 players now. 1 in the snake. Oh, they lose their centre player as well.
2.
So they're getting smashed now by the Chris and the snake, and we've got
4 on the
we got Johnny flying down the Dorito side here, so he should hopefully be able to pinch him out. We probably got that guy running back, and I'm sure he did.
Yeah, duck hunting.
Yeah. So that leaves 1 in the snake, does it? Or is the snake player gone? No, it would look like they
Let's
have
see.
taken the snake player out.
Looks like the round is done and we're just waiting for a other.
Yeah, it looks like this. So
Days.
Right. Yep.
Point approved. 30 seconds.
alright, so we're back to the Expendables match. Still 4 minutes left in it. 1-0 to the Expendables over the Titans.
20 seconds.
That last match went for 6 minutes. That was last point. So it'll be interesting to see how we go here. So we're currently looking at the Expendables. So let's see.
I'm going to switch to the.
So we're going to actually switch to the Titans to see what they can do off the break.
3 months.
So Thomas into the snake. Did they lose one there, or was that a ref running past? So it looks like they're R5 alive. Thomas has moved up to the centre snake. So where are we with the Expendables?
Got 1 off.
So 1 Expendable just leaving the field now. Have they got a snake presence? No.
No, that's Tom.
So Tom's actually moved onto their side of the snake.
I think it's a 4.
So yeah, Tom's moved on to the Expendable side of the snake. So 5-4 advantage to, and he takes out 2 quick kills. So the Titans now 5 on 2. So it's a quick 5 on 2. So the Titans are definitely in advantage on this point. And Tom gets picked up. So 4 on 2. So, but they're coming down. That's it. So the Titans are coming down to take the point.
Nice.
we're up to Ballistics unit Reavers. So we have 4 minutes 30 on the clock. 2-0 to Ballistics unit.
Reavers breakout.
So the Reavers breakout. So they once again they're actually really good. They tend to run 2 up to that big structure in every point. They got 1 into the snake, and so Ballistics. Where do they have anyone in the snake at the moment? No, they which is unusual because they got a really good snake roster, and they haven't been using it a lot. So you can see all 5 players on the screen. One's just moved out, jumped out to the Dorito side. However, oh no, so they lose 1 player. That's Ballistics lose the Dorito player who just went out. So it's so they now run out to the snake corner from the back center as well. So we've probably
Got a mirror on the snake.
Right. But so Ballistics have got 1 on the snake as well?
Yep. And then one back
Okay, so they're both mirrored on the snake. So the wind, we had a bit of a reprieve from the wind, but it came back.
Give us a final hurrah.
So hopefully tomorrow we don't have any. I've been checking the weather report. It's wreaked havoc today. It's created havoc with the webcast and everything that's gone down. It's really... Hello?
Okay, I'm muted.
Okay. So
We got
it's
5
a bit
alive.
of a stalemate. So 5 alive for Ballistics units. So,
Reaver.
for Reavers.
Ballistics, I think it's 3.
It's 3 alive. So, but the time's running down. We're down to just under 2 minutes now. So Reavers really need to start looking at doing something. Because Ballistics can quite happily sit there and just run down the clock. So, and then all of a sudden we now have gale force winds attacking us again. So it's been an interesting day. It's the moment. So it's really up to the Reavers to do something because they need the points, and they're down to 1 minute and 16 seconds. So.
Lost a Reaver.
And so they've just lost another player, so they're down to 4 on 3, is it? I think it's 4 on 3.
Yeah.
But, like I said, the Ballistics unit guys don't really have to do anything at this point.
60 seconds.
So we're down into under a minute. So, yeah. So Sunday we're actually looking quite good tomorrow for the no wind. So the Reavers have do a run through, and
Got a little bit
I
of
think he's.
motion here.
So he's checking. He's still alive. So the Reavers have taken out the whole of Ballistics unit, or is it? I'm sorry, I'm kind of lost.
Oh, there's 2 Reavers alive.
Yeah. So the Reavers
Base.
hit the base.
What was happening there? That was interesting.
Yeah. So the wind is supposed to drop dramatically tomorrow. So clean.
Clean.
Point approved.
we got going on here.
Expendables breakout.
So yes. Alright, so we're watching the Expendables now. So you can see I have 5 alive, and I'm not sure where the 5th player is, but these. So, okay, so right up in the Doritos.
Yeah.
So the Titans, they look like they're 5 alive as well.
Yeah, they got Tom on the snake one.
Right. So both 5 alive, and it's 1 all. Titans really need this one because they've had 2 ties. So that's Thomas Hopkins jumping into the snake. So they are moving, but they would really like this win because they've had 2 draws. So the Expendables are currently leading the pool play. And the Titans are tied up with 3 other teams.
We just lost an expendable mid.
So one of the Expendables just left the centre of the field. So we're watching Ralph Singh, I think, here in the snake. He's probably quite happy to sit there for a while. He's a really patient little player from Tahiti, all the way from Tahiti. Yeah, so the Expendables actually, they've got a couple of players from Perth and a player from Tahiti. Did I see someone walking off then? Okay, so it's 4 on 3 and advantage to the Titans. So we're down under a minute now, so I'd expect to see something happen here. Probably. It's interesting because Tom's kind of. Whoops, the player is running in. The ref's running in to a player, but he's clear. So we're down to 40 seconds. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Neither team will want a major. So, and we lose a player here, Blake Christensen. We lose the Titan. So it's 3 on 3 now. He tried to take a big chunk out of the Dorito side and got clipped. And we lose Hiram Modlick as well. So the Titans lose that. So it's now 3 on 2, an advantage of the Expendables. They need to really compose themselves here and just hold out 6 seconds left. So this is going to end up being a draw.
Game time finished. Game stop. No points. No points. Game finished.
That was a hard point.
1 minute.
So there's only 17 seconds left in this one, and the last match was a tie.
Seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds.
So the next match is up.
No points. Game finished.
Okay, guys, due to the lack of light, I know the webcast is looking quite bright, but it's actually really hard to see out there. We're actually going to pull the pin today at that, and we'll be starting again in New Zealand time, 8 o'clock in the morning. Thank you for watching. Sorry about all the issues we had today. Tomorrow the weather's supposed to be way finer, so we shouldn't have as many. But yeah, thank you.